Guys, I've been on a personal quest to find out the best multi-tool for EDC, something small. A lot of times I find myself leaving larger multi-tools at home, and then when I need it, I don't have it. And so we're going to take a look at a number of Leatherman Micra multi-tools. And this might help you to pick out something that's easy for you to slip in your pocket, doesn't weigh a lot, and yet Leatherman makes really capable tools. We've picked out 4 different Leatherman options. Now we have more that are coming, but I wanted to really pull out these really popular tiny multi-tools. I'm already carrying a knife, a gun, my billfold, my phone, a flashlight. You know, by the time you get all this stuff together, it kind of gets out of hand. So this is just something small, and we're going to do a little comparison between these 4. This is the Juice S2. They do make a number of different models with a few different features. Next we have the Micra, and then we have the Style, and we have the Squirt. Now we're going to take the Leatherman Squirt. This is the PS4. There are 9 tools on this multi-tool. One of the most important parts for me is to have a good pair of pliers, and that's one of the big things that Leatherman brought, was a collapsible little small tool with pliers to keep in your pocket. These are spring-loaded, which makes it great because you can use one hand to be able to manipulate. And so that is a very important element. You do have your needle nose pliers, you have regular pliers here, and then we have wire cutters. And these are very effective. We have done a review on the Squirt showing all the different features and how they work. And this tool really held up well. So we're going to go ahead and close it, and we're going to open up some of the other tools. Now, first thing here is your knife. Small little flat blade knife. You know, and this is typical for a lot of your multi-tools. For most of us, we do carry, you know, our EDC knife, folding knife, or even some fixed blade knives. So this is really kind of redundant, but I like redundancy, especially when it comes to a knife, because this is one of your most important survival tools. Now it's small, but it's very capable, and they're very sharp. Then on the other side, we have a file. And, you know, definitely a file can come in handy for a lot of things. Very small task, being able to take burrs off of, you know, something that's sharp or whatever, but file, definitely something important. Here we have a bottle opener with a flathead screwdriver. Now, one of the things about flathead is a lot of the screws now are Phillips head, but a lot of times you can fit these into a Phillips head and be able to turn it if you need to. Next, we have a smaller flathead screwdriver, and then we have a pair of scissors. These scissors are spring-loaded, so they're very easy to manipulate and be able to cut. And again, guys, if you want to see the full review of this, we did it. We used all these different tools with different configurations. And so you've got a lot of capability here. But one thing about Leatherman is you can kind of choose which tool that fits you and for the daily things that you need to do. And so for me, the Leatherman Squirt really took care of a lot of things, and this is one that I've been keeping in my pocket. Next we have the Leatherman Style, and this is the PS. This is actually great for travel because there's no blade on this multi-tool. First thing I want to show though is it does have a little carabiner, and this also doubles as a bottle opener. And it is the gate spring-loaded, so you're able to kind of pop that out of the way, but you can attach this, you know, to your keychain. You can attach it to a belt loop. I mean, it gives you a lot of options. Another thing though that's pretty cool about this tool is right here is a little small pair of tweezers. And especially with daily tasks. Now I want to say one thing about this tool is that it really is for more of an urban office type environment. And so it just slips right in here. It's all stainless steel, so it holds up well. And then we have a pair of scissors. Scissors are great, especially again for urban, but there's a lot of different things you can do with a good little pair of scissors. They are spring loaded. Next we have a file, and again, there's so many uses for a file, but it also has a flathead screwdriver here at the tip. And so this gives you some capability to be able to use this. Again, Phillips head, it can work there. You can just get one side and be able to turn it, but it is a small tip. And then we open it up and we get our pliers. There are a lot of these that have scissors in place of pliers. For me, typically, I would rather have a pair of pliers and then a smaller pair of scissors just tucked away. But here we go, we have our needle nose, we have the standard pliers, and then we have a wire cutter as well. So again, this to me is just perfect for someone who is traveling that really wants a tool to be able to carry, you know, without TSA, stowing it away, or if you're in an urban environment, there are a lot of places that won't allow knives. And so this also is a great option for that. Now we have the Leatherman Micra. This one is just a fold out. It is a dedicated pair of scissors. So if you find yourself needing scissors a lot, this would be a perfect option. And so it's also spring loaded. Here we have a knife blade. I really like the shape of this knife blade rather than the other one. I like the drop point. It just gives you a little more capability. And by the way, these things are sharp. The knives in here are sharp. Here we have a file, but you also have a place you can clean your nails, or you can also use it as a scribe, and it just gives you a little more of a nail file. This is as well more of an urban option. And then we have a small little screwdriver. This one can really act as well as a chisel. It has a nice broad face to it. Here on the other side we have a smaller screwdriver, and then we also have a bottle opener. Then here we have a medium-sized flathead screwdriver, but you can use this for Phillips, and it's actually listed for Phillips right here on the screwdriver. So this gives you a little more capability than your standard flat screwdriver. Then we have a pair of tweezers. And so this is a little different than the tweezers that we had in the Style. It'll give you a little more spring action this way, and to me it's a little stronger. And so this gives you a number of different tools. I believe on the Micra there are 10 tools on here. One of the benefits of the Micra is that it does have rulers. Here we have inch rulers and we have metric on this side. And so this gives you a little more capability for doing real small measurements. Have a small little split ring to be able to attach this to a keychain, which is the same for the Squirt. Now we have the largest of the bunch, and this is the Leatherman Juice S2. We have, of course, our pair of pliers, and these are needle nose. They are not spring loaded, but you do have your regular pliers, needle nose, and then we have not only a wire cutter, but we have a wire stripper that's in there. So we have a little bit of an indentation to be able to pull wire through. So that gives you a little more capability. They're a little heavier duty, so you're going to be able to accomplish more larger tasks. But again, this is not spring loaded. Now, one thing I do want to mention about the spring loaded pliers, also the scissors, is that they can break those little bars. Leatherman's great about replacing them under warranty, but that is something to consider with this. You've just got a dedicated pair of pliers. You don't have to worry about that spring breaking. It is a little stiff, as you can see as well, but it works out over time. Then we have a nicer, larger knife blade. Of course, that's just going to give you more capability. We did do a full review on the Juice, and you can check that out on the Sensible Prepper channel. Here we have a can opener on this side. It is very effective. We use this quite a bit. Also, we have a larger pair of scissors. Now, this is much larger than the others. One thing that you need to do to deploy your scissors is go all the way out, and it is spring loaded. But these are larger. You can see the little spring action right there. I really like that with scissors because that would be a really big pain to try to manipulate this, but you can do it with one hand. Come in, use your scissors. Now, there are some tools that are hidden on the inside of the pliers. First, we have a large head screwdriver, flat faced. Then we have a medium screwdriver right here, and we have a small little screwdriver. This is tiny, and it could actually be used as an awl as well. So we have 3 extra screwdrivers right here inside the pliers, and that just tucks away. Again, this is a little stiff compared to a lot of the other tools, but it does make it to where when you open it, you have to mean to open it. But it collapses down very nice. The tools are sharp. Again, check out the review. We have really used these pretty heavily, and they just tend to be very solid. Now, the Squirt is 2 inches in length. It's a little over a 1/2 inch in width, and in depth, it's about 1/3 of an inch. The Freestyle is longer, about 3 inches in length, about 2/3 of an inch in width, but in depth, it's 1/4 inch. So this is the thinnest of the bunch. The Micra is 2 1/3 inches in length, is 2/3 of an inch in width, and about 1/2 inch in depth. It's pretty close in dimensions to the Squirt, but maybe just a touch bigger. The Juice is 3 1/8 inches in length. With all the controls, it's really about 1 1/4 inches in width. and in depth it's about a 1/2 inch. The weight on the Squirt, 2 ounces. The weight on the Style, 1.6 ounces. The weight on the Micra, 2 ounces. And the weight on the big boy Juice, 4.4 ounces. And that's about double the weight of the other multi-tools. All the tools are very capable, and really it just is what fits your lifestyle. That's really what you need to do. If you don't like the heavy weight, then you know the Juice may be out. But if you need more capability, then the Juice is going to fill that need more than the others. But if you just need something on occasion, you know, you can look at the different features of each tool and pick out which one's best for you. Now there's a lot of different colors, there's a lot of different styles of each one of these. And so you can go to the Leatherman website, check it out. I mean, there's a ton of different features. But I thought since I was looking, I might as well share my findings with you. As far as what I'm carrying, I have been carrying the Squirt, but I think I'm going to switch to the Freestyle. Where the Freestyle doesn't have a knife blade, I've always got a folder in my pocket. So it gives me pliers, it gives me the capability. But really, you need to just figure out which one suits you best, which one suits your style best, because there are a lot of options, and there are a lot of options that are on the website that I didn't show today. But these are some of the big ones. So check out Leatherman.com if you want to see, and then you can go and find the best price, because there's a lot of variation with that as well. These do have a lifetime warranty on them, which is excellent. And again, we have done reviews on the Juice and the Squirt. We will be doing full reviews on the Micra and the Style and others. And we have some from Gerber and SOG and others. We're just going to do a lot of different small multi-tools and see if we can help you guys find out what's best, or you may want to take the whole lot like me. So guys, if you're serious about prepping and survival, check out Survival Dispatch Insider. It's one of the best resources on the web, and a lot of the top names in the survival world are contributors there on Survival Dispatch. We upload one exclusive video a week on the Survival Dispatch. I'll have a link down below in the description. It's well worth checking out. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. We also have the Leatherman Micra, and then we have the Leatherman Style and the Leatherman Squirt. Okay, I don't want to say that. Leatherman. To be able to manipulate on the Leatherman where it's one of the best resources on the webs, and there's webs. It's one of the best resources on the webs. My face is red. Ah.